minister at First Christian Church in Fulton, Missouri. We're glad that you have joined us for this midweek devotion. Each week, about 11 o'clock on Wednesdays, we take time out of our busy days and I offer you up a devotion. We email this out on Mondays, so if you want to get it in your email, let us know and we'll sign you up for it. But I'm going to get right into it. This is sort of like I'm going to read it to you. So that's what you're going to get. And I wonder if you're like me. You're going along your day and things are going pretty well. Maybe the sun is shining, not today, but maybe you've had a particularly delectable lunch. Maybe you had a meeting you were dreading canceled last minute and you have some time to yourself. And then it hits you. A gut-wrenching, wholly embarrassing memory is stirred up. You find yourself right back in the middle of it, wanting to curl up and die. You cringe at the thought. Your day is ruined. Every ounce of good feeling has been vacuumed out of existence and replaced with a pit of dread in your stomach. Try as you might to push it out, banish it to the outer darkness where there is weeping and gnashing of teeth. The memory sticks around like an earworm, ever present, ever annoying, ever ruining your day. We kind of try and do this with all sorts of unhappy memories, not just the ones that make us relive embarrassment again. We try and get rid of our unhappy memories. No one wants to experience grief or pain or sadness or frustration in the first place. Why would we need memories that put us squarely back in the thick of it? The book of Lamentations is right. The memory of my suffering and homelessness is bitterness and poison. I can't help but remember and be depressed, and am depressed. A side note, I find it incredibly comforting to know that such words and feelings are in the Bible. The Holy Spirit doesn't want us to fake being okay, but to express how we really feel. Back at it. Speaking about the experience of exile, about being conquered and kicked out of their homeland by an invader, the author of Lamentations sits thoroughly amid the rubble of pain. Remembering the loss has brought it all back again, making them feel like it never left. It happens to us too. A day on the calendar, a scent in the air, the first bars of a song, a picture tucked away in your dresser. Something hits you like a ton of bricks. You can't help but remember and be depressed. Wouldn't it be better to launch such memories to the moon, cleanse ourselves of such negativity, get rid of them so they can't hurt us anymore? Not quite. Let's turn back to Lamentations. I call all this to mind, therefore I wait. Certainly the faithful love of the Lord hasn't ended. Certainly God's compassion isn't through. They are renewed every morning. Great is your faithfulness. I think the Lord is my portion. Therefore, I'll wait for him. The suffering and bitter memories aren't an occasion for despair, but patience. Patience that compassion will come. Patience that God is still faithful. Patience that the sun will shine again. It can be difficult when you're in the thick of it, but remember and believe. It can be even harder when you think you're out of it, only to be brought right back because of a loose memory. However, these memories ground us in God's unfailing love because, remember, Good Friday is as much of our faith as Easter morning. The death of Christ as the resurrection of Christ. The fullness of God's character, the very essence of who God is and how God relates to you and me, was not revealed in glory, as the world knows it, but on the cross. Hopefully, that'll hit you fully one day too. May come when you're having a particularly bad day. Then remember, that is exactly where God is. Thanks for joining me for this week's devotion. I hope you heard a word of grace, a word of hope. If you found it particularly moving, please like and share it with someone whom you think needs to hear this good word. You're invited to join us for worship on Sunday. We gather at 10:30, both here online and in person. But if not, our benediction is the same as always. God be with you till we meet again.